Hello, humans and pets. We like this meal, and we're going to be making it today in the Char-Griller.
Yeah, we've never had it. It is called, or we've always called it tamale pie. We had mentioned it before.
We have no tamales in here.
But yeah, she used to get it, when we got the recipe, it called for a tiny little jar of like hot tamales that my wife doesn't like anything hot, so she has never put them in there. Maybe the first time she ever made it, and then I don't think she ever put it in there since. But are you going to do this? Because you want to take the dog on your lap. You can do it. So basically, all it is it's a Mexican dip. Here, you can get down, buddy. It's a Mexican dip that we've made a million times. That it's good for all parties. You can put what you want in it, what you don't. That's a good thing with this recipe. You can kind of make whatever you want with it.
We have never done it in a smoker.
No, I wanted to see what the difference is in a smoker. So basically, you take a thing of cream cheese, and I just happen to be using a pan. I don't even know what size this is.
Way easier.
Room temperature is good.
And
just spread it on the bottom.
Show them?
If it's not room temperature, you're gonna have that's fine. I'm sure they can see it from there. I'll show them when I bring it.
Yeah.
You just want to put it on the bottom of the pan. We did have a disposable pan to use out there, but it was half the size of this.
Yeah.
And this is the one we always use. So, and then you can and you basically just spread it on the bottom. It's all you're gonna eat it with like a big mix anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Then you can make a homemade chili. We just happen to have one.
Great value brand.
Great value brand. This one happens to be with beans. I'm pretty sure Ryan's mom's not eating any of this. Because she will not eat it with the beans. Or the hots or anything else.
Like hot stuff in it.
So she's not a big fan of
So we're just putting it in the bowl.
Yes.
And then we're going to put some other stuff in here.
You could actually just stick it in there. I'm just doing it the way she always used to make it.
You can layer it, but why layer it when you can mix it?
Correct. It just kind of makes it easier to do. So then I just have 1 can of black olives that they were whole olives. I just kind of diced them up.
Yeah. Normally we use sliced olives.
It depends whatever we buy.
Yeah.
I chopped up some jalapenos and some pepperoncinis. So we'll actually have peppers in it this time.
We normally don't do this.
And we have 1 thing of onions.
So that's the good thing with it, is that you can put anything you want in here.
Correct.
So you want spinach in here, you can put it, you know?
Yeah, so
this is the sauce we've never had before.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually, let's do this.
I'm good.
We'll try it. No, that's a good one.
No, I want to be surprised.
It's actually got a little spice to it.
So this is a great value brand as well. We like great value brand.
Yeah, I actually found a spicy one. So all I'm basically doing is going to incorporate all the ingredients together. I'm going to see how, and usually what I do is I'll throw a little salsa on the top anyway, because this is basically a dip. You're going to scoop it out and you're going to eat it with chips.
Or in your face with a spoon, depending on how you want to eat it.
And you can make this as wet or as dry as you want it to look. I just find if you pre-mix it like this, it's just easier it'll like all cook evenly.
Yeah.
And it all comes out good. So basically, real quick, that's it. You throw it all together. You mix it all up.
And then you pour it on.
You pour it on top of the cream cheese.
And then you just smooth it out.
And I'm going to throw just a touch more salsa because I like salsa anyways.
We also got some cheese that we're going to put on top of it.
And nothing in here needs to technically be cooked.
Correct. It's all cooked.
Because it's all cooked anyways. And then I usually just layer, because I like salsa. So I'll just, because I'll end up using almost the whole jar of it because it's a dip. And that's basically the thing. So I'll just throw a little more salsa on the top. Smother it with cheese.
Yes.
And then I would normally put this in the oven. She used to microwave it. And if you microwave it, she would put it, she would keep the cheese off. And you microwave the whole thing for like 10 minutes. Then you throw the cheese on and microwave it for a little bit longer. To me, it's just easy. I put the oven at 350. You put it in there for 30 to 45 minutes usually. The cheese gets all nice and golden brown. everything bubbling through.
This is very
And
simple.
you're done.
We never think of making it.
No, this is something we've actually had for supper.
Yeah.
Like it's just a fun dip. I usually hammer it with hot sauce.
Not the sugar in a packet. With
Not the
sticks.
sugar in a packet. Yeah.
Fun dip.
And that's it. So we're gonna go heat the smoker up.
This is
We're
what
gonna
it
try.
looks like.
We're gonna try it on the smoker and see if does it taste better. This is
Got
one of
the
them
cheese,
meals.
And then you got the layers.
Yep, this is one of them meals that I said that we're gonna see does it taste better with a little hint of smoke. So I'm gonna leave it uncovered. We're gonna go heat the smoker up. We'll meet you outside.
Okay, so now we're gonna be putting it on the smoker. It's 350 degrees right now. It's a little bit over since it just went out, but it's settling down. We're gonna put it on here, and we're gonna cook it like this for like half an hour, 45 minutes. We're gonna check on it in a half an hour, see how it looks. We're just gonna stick it in here. I'll put it right in the middle. Looks all good. Looks all tasty. And we're gonna see how it turns out in the time it takes.
Yep. So just for the record, we actually are cooking it with the
Expert grill charcoal, and we chucked some oak chunks and threw them in there.
Yep. We put a couple in the bottom over here, and we put some in the chute. So we'll come back to you when we do something different. Okay, alarm just went off. It has been approximately 1 hour since we started this.
Yep.
The cheese is looking all nice and melty. That's usually what I wait. See it keep bubbling on the outside. Don't burn yourself. That's going to be hot.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take this off. We're going to bring it in the house. You should let it cool. We never do. We immediately take it, scoop it, and throw it in our face. So we'll see you in a minute for the tasting.
We got the spoon, and we're gonna eat the food.
You're going to do it? Oh, you're going to do it? I was going to say, go ahead.
We got this. So we got some chips. We smoked it. We've never smoked it before.
No.
We're gonna eat it.
Oops. I'm going to throw it on the table.
Like we always do. We're gonna throw it on the table like we always do. I got a good red Mountain Dew. Do the dew. You know. I don't really like soda.
Is that enough or you want more?
No, that's okay. I don't like soda, but
This is going to be very hot.
Mountain Dew.
And you can do this,
This is
like,
gonna be very hot.
we could have made, you could make a homemade chili, you know, we could have made it. We have in the past used like a homemade chili that we have made when we did it. This was just a quick version. This is a good football dip or you know, anything. I usually hit mine with
Good for
hot
parties.
sauce. Good for
Now,
parties.
If you don't have a smoker, which most of you watching don't, put it in an oven, because it'll be good. We got some great value restaurant style chips.
Yeah, as you can see,
You want to do a quick review on the chips alone?
we do hit Walmart quite
Just
a
like
bit.
one chip.
No, it's a chip. These are actually usually pretty good. And that's it. Very simple. Goes good. I want to see, is it better? Can you taste the smoke? Now, we had it on for right around an hour, which is right around, I do it anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on, because we could have actually turned it down
Yeah.
at 250 and cooked it for like 2 hours and got more smoke into it. But I just really wanted to see, cooking it just like we normally would do it in an oven, is it better? So do you taste the smoke flavor?
Oh, no, it's so hot.
It is hot. This is something so basic. It's so simple about this. But every time we make it, I'm like, this is so delicious. I don't know what it is. It's just so...
That goes with a lot of food that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
We always say that.
It really is. It's really just a basic, quick dip. But then again, there's been times when we've made this and it's like, okay, we'll just eat it for supper. It doesn't even matter. Like it's just really good. And
We eat this more as a meal than we do as a dip.
sometimes, well, because a lot of times we're like,
'Cause we don't go anywhere, so
What's-
we have no parties.
well, sometimes you're just snacky. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to eat, but you really. So this is just a good thing. You can take as much or as little as you want.
Eat it with chips. Chips are good, so it has to be good.
I will say, this whole top part where the cheese is, you really can taste that smoke flavor Can you taste it?
Yeah, it's ooey gooey.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's another meal. I'll be interested to see if Ryan's mom actually notices it or likes it, because she's not a fan of
The smoke or the pepperoncinis?
The smoke or the pepperoncinis. If I don't tell her they're in there, and see if she'll notice it when she comes home and eats it.
Don't tell her.
I do like the little peppercini edition. I'm gonna still hit it with some hot sauce, but I wanted to try it.
Not hot sauce.
Okay.
Shout outs to them, the Sauce Brothers.
Sauce of the Dead. We still have some of this stuff.
So
this
good.
has lasted a long time.
It's ghost pepper or like a salsa sauce.
It's such a good flavor.
I call it a salsa hot sauce because it has such a good flavor.
But it is hot.
He beat me to it.
It is hot. But it has such a good flavor. I like it in a smoker.
I like it too.
I would actually, if I was to do this and we had time, but I just wanted to really do it the same way in the future, I would turn it down to 225.
Yeah.
Smoke this for say 2 hours, because you're basically just heating it up. And then it would have had a more of a smoky flavor.
Definitely. More
This
of a
is
smoky
actually,
flavor.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I like the smoke flavor on it. I'm going to definitely try that next time. But again, this is what we call tamale pie. And
if you make it and have a different name, leave it down below.
yeah, if you it could be made this. I believe my ex-brother-in-law Dean's family actually had this. If you're watching Dean, I believe it was your mom's recipe originally when we got this.
We stole it.
No, well, we didn't
Now
steal
everybody has
it.
it.
I believe she brought it to a party one time. And we were all like, we want to know what this is, because it was delicious, you know? And it was a big hit because it was something foreign. This was nothing that we ever had growing up. You know what I mean? Like nobody made this. So, but there you go. There is our version of the tamale pie.
Yeah.
I do like the smoker like this, and I am going to cook it at a lower heat next time to get more smoke flavor into it. But I do like that addition of that little bit of smoke. But very simple, very easy. The best part of the recipe is you can add, like my wife does it, she does chili with no beans. But if you make your own homemade chili, even better, because I've used one that we've made in the past to do it. But just as a quick fix, throw it together, throw it in the oven real fast, and you know, delicious.
Pepperoncinis are really good in here. When you get one,
I do like the addition. I diced up some jalapenos and some pepperoncinis, and it just gives you that vinegar flavor. It's not hot. It just gives you that delicious flavor.
Yeah.
I like that. That's what the tamales used to be. Is there was a little can of like hot tamales, and it had that vinegar flavor. That's what the tamale. Hence why we always call it tamale pie, because you put a little can of tamales in it. That's why I
the
put
main ingredient that we exclude. So
your mother didn't like them.
yeah.
So where I don't know if she'll eat this. You really can get that smoky flavor.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
I'm liking it a lot.
I'm actually pretty shocked, because I didn't think, this is normally an indoor pan. We had a throwaway one, but it was too small. But you really can get that nice smoky flavor on there. I like that addition.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that short amount of time and at a higher heat that it was going to actually add that much smoke flavor. But you really do get that smoke flavor in
You
there.
get a lot of it, and it's really good. That's the good part.
It definitely helps it. It doesn't hurt it at all. No. It actually adds a nice flavor to it, which makes me think of other ideas while I'm doing it. But I really like that. So there you go. There's a tamale pie.
Yes.
If you try this recipe, leave a comment down below if you liked it. And hope you enjoyed the video.